Hi, I'm Larry Asher, the Director of SVC, and I want to spend a little time with you talking to you about the job prospects and salary prospects for those of you thinking about becoming either content designers or UX designers. First of all, let me just say you're picking a really great time to be going after these careers, because over the months and years that we've been tracking this, there has never been more demand for new talent, and the salaries have never been higher. So good choice on your part. Let's start with UX designers first. We took a look at the entire United States listing of job postings out of LinkedIn. And what you can see here is across the entire US, there were 22,000 job postings. Sounds like a lot, but is it? Well, it makes it a little easier to comprehend if you shrink it down to a single city. So we picked our city, Seattle. And what you see here is that there are 3,500 plus or minus job openings for UX designers. Again, we've been monitoring this number for years and it has never been this high. So I think it speaks to the demand for digital design, largely as a result of just the continued maturity of that field, but also the pandemic clearly created a need for more companies to get their digital acts together. Now you look at this number and you think, well, that's got to be for senior people or mid-career people, not for me. And true enough, that's right. The number of job openings for entry level are not this high, but they are still remarkably high. So again, just looking at Seattle, for entry level experiences, you can still see there are 370 postings for UX designers. Given the number of people who are coming out of UX programs each quarter or year, that's still an extraordinarily high number and bodes very well for your chances. We've certainly seen this with our own students, where 70-75% of them are getting placed in a real job, a legitimate job, within the first year after leaving the program. Now, what about money? Well, again, we took a look at Glassdoor in this case to see what the average starting salaries were. So for UX designers, according to Glassdoor, with 0 to 1 year's experience, you're going to make on average $90,626. So that's pretty phenomenal as a starting salary. Well, now let's take a look at the situation over on the content design or UX writer side. Again, we went back to LinkedIn and took a look at current job postings. What you see here nationally, when we look under the title of UX writer, that there are 8,800 postings. That's quite a few less than I think it was the 22,000 for UX designer, but it reflects the fact that that is indeed the normal ratio of writers or content designers to UX designers on most teams. When we take a look at this on a single city level and zoom in on Seattle, you can see that there are 713 postings. That compared to about 3,000 in Seattle for UX design. So the ratios are holding up pretty closely here. But when we apply the filter of experience and just look at internships and entry level, the number pops up 281, just a couple dozen less than you saw for UX design. What does this mean? It's a recognition of the fact that UX writing and content design are newer fields. There simply aren't that many experienced people out there in the hiring pool, and so employers have dropped down the bar, making it a pretty welcoming field for those that just have a modest amount of experience or maybe none at all. How much do you get paid as a content designer? Well, again, according to Glassdoor, at the entry level, you're going to get about $88,000 a year. A bit less than the UX designers, but absolutely a very competitive salary. So again, is this a great time to be pursuing careers in content design, UX writing, or UX design? I got to say, I don't think it could be better.